How kind of incredible do you think it is Anthony's recovery from that injury? Do you often think back at all to that day on that court in Columbia? And what's that mean for you? What's it mean to see him back?
Yeah, well, we try not to think about that, of course, but he's definitely recovered great from it. He's even added more things to his game. I haven't seen him lost a step in his athleticism at all since the injury. So he's recovered really good from it, and he's been lifting everybody up. We've been lifting him up, so it's been really good.
What about think back to it? You were on the floor at that time.
I was definitely on the floor, yep.
Yeah.
And I just remember his foot kind of just off of his leg. It was really scary, something that you really didn't want to see. So,
At
yeah.
what point do you think you could imagine him back on the floor?
It was really hard. It was kind of one of those Gordon Hayward situations. It didn't look real at all. So I'm just glad to see him back though. So yeah.
What's it like having two sides with such different skill sets in Anthony and Austin?
It's just hard to. I feel like it would just be hard to scout against. Honestly, you have a 5-man that can shoot from deep, and then you also have a 5-man that's unstoppable in the paint. So I mean, they're both athletic as well. Both can rebound, block shots. So I mean, I feel like matchup wise, it's really hard.
Obviously, Austin winning a long term.
Right. Yeah, it is hard because I know he's so hungrier than probably most of us, just because he hasn't been out there in a long time. So I mean, I definitely feel sorry for him, but I mean, he'll be back very soon, so we won't miss him for too long.
You guys burst onto the scene last year, surprised a lot of people, but I want to ask, what's the ceiling of this team?
I feel like we don't even have a ceiling. I feel like we can go as far as we want to. It's up to us how far we want to go. We have to make the decision to get better as a team, which I feel like we have. Get better on the defensive end is one of the main things we have to do. As long as we're getting better on the defensive end, I think that leads to our offense, which has done in our past few years.
What do you think about a competition in the SEC? It seems to be almost as good as it's ever been.
Right. Well, that's big to know because last year was very big. It was very competitive. So another competitive year in the SEC doesn't hurt. Yeah.
Let's talk about your team's depth this year. It looks like it's pretty good.
Yeah. I feel like we're deep in the guards, deep in bigs. Probably the deepest we've been since I've been here. I feel like with guys like Samir, Javon. Those are probably the guards that me, Jared, Samir, Javon, Malik. Those are our guards. So then you have Anthony, Horace, Austin, Chuma, Denzel. Denzel's also a wing as well. He'll probably play a little 3 and 4. So I mean, it's a lot of depth, a lot of guys, but they're all fit in the rotation. They all will play.
How's the chemistry with the group coming along?
Oh, it's very well. We picked off right from last year. A lot of the guys, a couple of guys were ineligible from last year. So we definitely have a lot of chemistry with them. Austin, Denzel, they played with us their freshman year, my sophomore year. So that chemistry is still there, and we've just been building on it since.
How helpful to play so long with your point guard? This will be the third year you guys have been playing together.
It just helps a lot. Back in high school, I always seen Jared play. I'm pretty sure he's seen me play a few times, and actually, get here and create something special is just big, and I can't trade it for anything.
And Bryce, how are you feeling physically? I know you had a shoulder injury last year. It affected your shot, I know, and it's probably one of the big reasons why you guys were so banged up that you weren't able to get to the second weekend of the season.
Health-wise, I'm better than ever. Shoulders very well, and I hurt my foot as well last season. Foot is doing really well, so health-wise, I'm very good.
And then when you declared for the draft and came back, what kind of feedback did you get? What part of your game did you want to improve on the most in the offseason?
Didn't really get much feedback, I would say, but I kind of know where I am in the process. Main thing I want to work on is pick and roll offense as the ball handler. That's what I kind of working on the off season because at the next level I have to play a little more 1 and 2. So that's my main thing, and can always get better on the defensive end. I feel like so.
And then one of your teammates, we just asked your opponent, who's the guy to watch out for Auburn that's really improved, that's made break out this year for you guys?
Anthony's gonna have a big year. Austin's gonna have a big year. Samir's gonna have a big year. If you have a lot of guys that have a chip on their shoulder that didn't have a chance to prove anything last year, that will this year. So look out for guys like Samir, Malik, No, those guys actually get chances this year, so it'll be a big year for those guys.
And then final question, Deshaun Murray was a big glue guy for you guys, set the tone for you defensively. In your mind, who do you see kind of taking that role this year?
Say one more time. Sorry.
Deshaun Murray kind of was the glue guy and the defensive guy that kind of, I thought, made you guys a hard nose, really improved your communication on defense. Who do you see taking that role this year?
I can see that being Austin just because of his physical ability, his inside presence. I can see that be a good replacement. Yeah.
Your motto, coaches talk about is unfinished business. What does that mean?
It means a lot just because, I have unfinished business. Jared has. We have a transfer in Samir Dowdy that has a lot to show to the SEC. Malik was behind Mustafa last year. He has a lot to show. Anthony, he injured himself last year. He has a lot to show. Austin, Dangel, they have a lot to show. We have a lot of unfinished business around the team, not just myself and Jared, the whole entire team, I feel like.
How do you keep that chip on the shoulder that you guys played with last year for the guys who did have success? You surprised a lot of people last year.
I felt like just the feeling of winning. My first couple years here at Auburn, I always tell my guys, we don't ever want to go back to those years we were losing. So just the feeling of losing those games my first 2 years and actually having the feeling of winning, it feels really good to a lot of us. So just building on that. Yep.
Coach Pearl was up there saying that even though he's back at 100%, he sees him kind of hesitate some of the practice when it comes to protection.
Yeah.
Do you guys try to lift him up and give him confidence?
Yeah, and I feel like he's getting there because you see Anthony jumping around in practice, dunking. He's good. He has to believe that he's well. Anthony he's back 110%. I feel like the more he plays, the more reps he gets. When he get in the game mode situations, I feel like it'll just be second nature.
Coach Pearl was also saying that he thinks that Daniel has one of the purest shots in the game.
Yeah.
How much have you seen his form or just his consistency from outside over the last 8 years?
Yeah. Well, Dangel has always been able to shoot since he got here. I've definitely have seen an improvement in his shooting ability, mainly his confidence in his shooting, probably just because he's been working out so much and getting up those repetitions in his shooting. So I feel like that is probably why he's looking so good with shooting the ball. Yeah. That's for y'all to tell, man. Y'all tell me that. When the season goes on, y'all let me know.
The success you guys had last season, how hungry is this Auburn team to kind of build off that momentum from last and make it even further?
Very hungry. Like I said, we love that feeling of winning. It feels really good, and I just don't want to. None of the guys want to go back to a couple years ago where wasn't really great seasons, and just the feeling of winning and being on top. That feels really good.
What's your most memorable moment so far on the team, or is that yet to come?
My most memorable so far is definitely just having a feeling of being in the NCAA tournament. By far, I wouldn't trade it for anything, and also probably be winning the SEC championship, regular season championship. Those two would probably be a tie for my most memorable moments.
Coach was saying SEC champions last year. The banners say SEC champions.
Right.
What do you feel?
I feel like that's fair enough. I feel like we won the head-to-head matchup. So I feel like that's pretty good.
Is it strange that there won't be like a banner raising ceremony in the season opener? It's just going to be there. You guys aren't really recognized.
Well, yeah, I didn't even know that, but it's strange, but not my deal, not my yeah.
I guess Coach says he doesn't want you guys.
Yeah, he kind of doesn't want us to think about that. That's over. They can't take that away from us. So, that's in the past. We're building on this year's championship.
I don't know if you already asked about this, but how's Austin getting handling the
Oh, he's handling it real good. He won't be out for long. We'll see him whenever he's available. So he's been doing really good. We're lifting him up. He's lifting us up. So yeah.
Final season this year, your senior season, just what do you want to get? What's your biggest goal for this season for yourself, and what do you want guys to know?
Of course, trying to repeat last year SEC championship. Try to do it twice, and then probably just making it even further this upcoming year in the tournament. I would love to see us get to the Final Four and above. So that's my goal, and that's our goal, and that's what we're striving for.
I know you guys take a lot of minor slides mm as motivation.
Right.
But how do you guys feel about getting picked for third in the ACC and coming back as
It is what it is. Obviously we still have a little more to prove. Last year didn't ring the bell enough, I would say. So, but it definitely is an improvement and a step in the right direction. In the past years we were never ranked nearly as close as 3 in the beginning of the season. So I can't expect to be, we did win it last year, so you can't just be like, oh, we're number 1. So it's definitely a step in the right direction where we want to build the program. Coming along real good with it. We've talked amongst the team without the coaches. Just trying to pay a little more attention to what he's saying and believing a little more. I feel like we struggled with trusting each other a little bit on defense early on, but we're doing that now. We're doing that much better. So that's what I feel like.
You guys have games to play before half.
Right.
Just going to Maui.
Mm-hmm.
Go through things like the Elite Eight.
Right.
Atmosphere.
Exactly.
Really bring yourself to the field. What do you want to do about it?
Just try to be the best we can, best team we can. We work all season for this, for moments like Maui, and just to go out there and compete and show people what Auburn is about this year.
What kind of player is Samir going to be for you?
It's going to be a great addition. He's a do-it-all type of guy. He can knock shots down, get his teammates involved. I feel like that's his best ability. Being able to find an open man and facilitate and get guys involved. Yeah. He's a really good defender as well, on-ball defender. So yeah, that'll add to our defensive ability this year.
How much do you think we'll see a lineup with you and Jared, especially early in the season?
I feel like you see it a lot. I'm not the head coach, so I don't know how often, but I feel like that's a good lineup. Put out there at times. I feel like it's a very fast lineup, very good defending lineup as well. So probably not the biggest, but definitely fast and can get after it on the defensive end.
You guys were fired up all this season, trying to prove the doubters wrong and everything. What motivates y'all this year?
How last year ended. Anthony went down. It was kind of hard, kind of struggled a little bit, and then to actually end the season on, we actually have it written on the board. It's like 83, 54, 56. That was like when we played against Clemson. So we're using that as motivation. Never want to be in that situation again where the scores look that bad and we feel like we let our fans down in the last game. So we're just trying to improve on that. Yep.
Joining a nucleus that already has much success as you guys did last year, what are the expectations?
I feel like the expectations are as high as we want it to be. I feel like it just comes down to how well we defend and how well we rebound. We lost guys like Deshaun Murray and Mustafa last year who were great rebounders for us last year. So I feel like as long as we can control the defensive board, offensive glass as well, and defend, that turns into our offense. And we like to play fast, so we can be able to get out and transition and play fast. That'll be really good for us. Yeah.
What a difference a year makes. You guys are picking at the bottom of the SEC last year, then you had the loss to Barry. What's changed?
I feel like chemistry, honestly. This is one of the closest teams I've been a part of, starting last year's team and this year's team as well, just because of how we click off the court. It's not even an on-the-court thing. I was telling a couple guys earlier, it's not even on the court how I feel like we play so well. I feel like it starts off the court. I feel like all great teams, chemistry starts off the court. So yeah. I spent a lot of time with my coaches and my dad and my brother. We just worked on a lot of pick and roll offense type of things. I know that's one thing I have to work on to get better at the next level. That's one thing that they want to see me improve on as well, being better in the pick and roll offense, mainly as a primary ball handler. But here probably won't be able to show that as much just because we have a great point guard in Jared Harper, of course. But there will definitely be times where I can show that I can do it. So. that's really what I've been working on. Also, my conditioning as well, because I know I'm a senior, and I'll be relied upon late in games. So just pushing my conditioning as well. Yeah, definitely got a little stronger, a little bigger. Yeah. Oh yes, I've always felt our range was pretty good. Definitely worked on my shooting. I feel like my shooting never can get good enough. So of course you can find area to improve on that. So yeah. Yeah, Jamal. Yeah, he's a real good shooter. Yeah, he competes with me some days with shooting. So yeah, he's a real good competitor as well. Yeah. Mm-hmm.